AITSA says it too is confident of representation in the provinces it will contest in this during the 8th May national and provincial elections. AITSA unveiled its manifesto at Kakamas near Uppington in the Northern Cape today. The party, established late last year, has registered and will contest elections in the Northern and Western Cape provinces as well as Gauteng. Our reporter Ulrich Hendriks is at the manifesto launch.
So the Alliance for Indigenous and True South Africans, a party that's less than 6 months old, has launched its manifesto here at Kakamas in the Northern Cape. Of course, the party focuses on Khoisan and the so-called coloured people's issues. To talk to us about this more, we've got the president of AITSA, that's Nico. Nico, tell us the AITSA, what does it stand for? What do you hope to achieve?
AITSA, as you say, is the Alliance of Indigenous and True South Africans. We are standing for the First Nation issues in this country, and we hope to achieve a majority votes in the Northern Cape and the Western Cape, so that we can change from a legislative point of view the course in this country when it comes to First Nation and Khoisan issues.
Talking about changing legislation once you're in power, let's hear that manifesto. What are the main points?
The main points in our manifesto is we want to have a draft provincial gazette or bill which speaks to a Khoisan tax. We want to tax this multi and big conglomerate business who are in the Northern Cape, for example, the renewable energy companies and the big mining houses, to pay a Khoisan tax levy so that we can use it as a social and labor fund to develop Khoisan and coloured people's issues in the two provinces.
So what are we looking at? What percentage of their turnover or profit are you looking at taxing?
We want to look as a first step at the 5% contribution from their side, because it's clearly stipulated in the social and labor plan of mines. But you can see that renewable energy projects didn't have social and labor plans to contribute towards development in the specific areas. So we want to tax them 5% and plow that 5% back into the respective communities.
So you've launched your manifesto. Are you satisfied that come May 8th the people will rally behind AITSA?
Really, absolutely. There's a huge interest in what AITSA is doing for the past 5 to 6 months within the Western and the Northern Cape. People are phoning us, people are coming in leaps and bounds to want to hear more about AITSA, and that's why we're saying we are on the right course, and our focus will therefore be on the Northern and the Western Cape.
Just one question. You're targeting specifically Khoisan people and the people who identify as coloured. Do you think that there's still a place in South Africa for identity politics?
Yes, I'm totally, or as AITSA, we are totally in agreement with identity politics nowadays. Because you see, in the apartheid era, we wasn't white enough. Now in the democratic area, we are not black enough. So we are always, as the coloured and the First Nation people, Khoisan people, in between these racial groups. And we are the First Nation in South Africa. So what we are saying, I'm not a racist as I'm saying that. What I'm saying, I'm a staunch believer in brown or First Nation nationalism, and to promote that in this country.
AITSA, as you said, is less than 6 months old, but we've seen a change of leadership already. You are the founding deputy president of AITSA, and you are now the president. So what happened to the president?
What happened there is, as it's a political norm. In any political parties, there is a forming stage, there's a norming stage, forming, storming, and norming. Now, we have formed this party where all the people with interest come to AITSA, and there was a storming stage where the previous president, Sammy Claassen, was connected to certain ANC individuals or old comrades of him whom we want to fast track into the NEC of AITSA. And myself as the Deputy President of AITSA, I have a problem with it. We addressed the issues on the 15th of December in Worcester at the NEC meeting. And it's from there that our split has come. And we have put in a motion of no confidence in him as the leader. And that's why I was taking for the ranks from him.
Thank you very much, Nico Jano, President of AITSA. We wish you well in these elections come May 8th. They will be contesting in 3 provinces. That's the Western Cape, the Northern Cape, and the Gauteng province, hoping that they will get representation in those provinces. Of course, quite interesting is the wealth tax that he's talking about, a 5% wealth tax from multinational companies, a lot of them operating in the Northern Cape. We've got in the renewable energy sector, we've got them in the mining sector example, so we'll have to see what kind of traction that manifesto item holds, and if people are going to rally behind AITSA in the May 8 elections.